Is it time to buy or sell Vanguard Total Stock Market Index Fund ETF shares? In this video, we are diving deep into Vanguard Total Stock Market Index Fund ETF shares. Our initial report was published on our website on Wednesday, the 9th of April 2025. And now we are here to provide you with an even more detailed analysis. Remember to subscribe, hit the like button, and turn on the notification bell to stay updated on our latest analysis. You do not want to miss any crucial updates that could impact your investments. Enhance your trading decisions by trying our newly launched artificial intelligence stock analysis tool powered by GPT-4 at StockInvest.us. Tap into the power of AI and receive free price predictions and in-depth analysis for any one among 45,000 companies worldwide today. Please note that this video is for informational purposes only and should not be considered as financial advice. Since the second day of April in the year 2025, our system has ranked the Vanguard Total Stock Market Index Fund ETF shares as a sell candidate, assigning it a score of -1.68. Now, let's examine the ETF's performance during this time frame. The ETF has experienced a loss of -3.41%. This equates to an average loss of -0.57% per day since it was categorized as a sell candidate. The exchange-traded fund is currently positioned within a broad and declining trend in the short term, with indications of further decreases within this trend. The current 3-month trend suggests a potential change of approximately -11.65% over the next 3 months, with a possible return falling between -19.99% and -7.27%. When we consider the longer term, our 12-month analysis indicates a projected change of 14.05%. Based on our calculations, the stock's performance could range from 3.61% to 31.02% over the next year. In current terms, this would place the future price somewhere between $278.17 and $351.77. Our latest daily update for Vanguard Total Stock Market Index Fund ETF shares includes the headline: Big movements in Vanguard Total Stock Market Index Fund ETF price on Wednesday, moving 11.12% between high and low. The Vanguard Total Stock Market Index Fund ETF price gained 10.15% on the last trading day, which was Wednesday, the 9th of April 2025, rising from $243.75 to $268.48. During the last trading day, the ETF fluctuated 11.12% from a day low at $241.62 to a day high of $268.48. The price has fallen in 6 of the last 10 days and is down by 4.51% for this period. Volume has increased on the last day along with the price, which is a positive technical sign, with 1 million more shares traded than the day before. In total, 12 million shares were bought and sold for approximately $3.24 billion. Over the past 52 weeks, the highest price of the ETF was $303.39, and the lowest price was $236.42. Currently, the price is 11.51% or $34.91, below the 52-week high of $303.39, which is also the all-time high for the ETF. The Vanguard Total Stock Market Index ETF, commonly referred to as VTI, is currently experiencing significant volatility. It has seen a decline from a peak of approximately $302 in February to around $236.42 recently. This drop raises concerns about potential overvaluation since the ETF's price-to-earnings ratio has approached 30, suggesting it may be overpriced when compared to historical averages. Such trends could discourage new investors in the short term, potentially leading to further price declines if there are broader market corrections or if earnings growth does not keep pace with elevated valuations. In the long run, while VTI's extensive diversification across more than 3,600 stocks generally enhances its stability, the current market environment calls for cautious optimism. Recent investor sentiment indicates a growing interest in diversification strategies, especially in light of comparisons between VTI and other ETFs like VOO. Although VTI offers comprehensive market exposure, recent discussions among investors suggest a possible preference for more targeted investments that balance growth and risk. This could involve pairing VTI with international funds to achieve broader coverage. Strategies such as dollar-cost averaging may become increasingly attractive during this price pullback, enabling investors to accumulate shares at lower prices without overcommitting their capital. Thus, VTI's current price dynamics and the evolving interests of investors will play a crucial role in shaping its stock performance, both in the near term and as market conditions change. The following signals have been identified for the Vanguard Total Stock Market Index Fund ETF shares. A buy signal was issued from a pivot bottom point on Tuesday, April 8, 2025, and so far, it has risen approximately 10.15%. Further increases are suggested until a new top pivot has been established. Volume is also rising alongside the price, which is viewed as a positive technical indicator. However, some negative signals have also emerged, potentially impacting the near-term developments. The Vanguard Total Stock Market Index Fund ETF holds a buy signal based on the short-term moving average. Conversely, the long-term average indicates a general sell signal. Given that the long-term average is situated above the short-term average, this creates a general sell signal for the ETF, presenting a more negative outlook. Should there be further gains, the ETF will encounter resistance from the long-term moving average at $278.64. Conversely, if the ETF declines, it will find support from the short-term average at $260.86. A breakout above the long-term average will trigger another buy signal, while a drop below the short-term average will introduce an additional sell signal, thereby reinforcing the overall signal. Additionally, a sell signal is currently indicated from the 3-month moving average convergence divergence, also known as MACD. Here are some additional signals that may interest you. Moving average convergence divergence indicates a sell signal. Pivots have shown a buy signal 2 days ago. Bollinger Bands also indicated a buy signal 2 days ago. The short-term moving average suggests a buy signal 2 days ago. In contrast, the long-term moving average signaled a sell 35 days ago. The relationship between the short and long moving averages indicated a buy signal 31 days ago. Examining the 12-month chart reveals the short moving average signaled a sell 12 days ago. The long-term moving average indicated a sell 33 days ago. Meanwhile, the relationship between the short and long moving averages suggested a buy signal 24 days ago. Remember to visit our page at StockInvest.us if you wish to discover more signals. Support, risk, and stop loss for Vanguard Total Stock Market Index Fund ETF shares. On the downside, the ETF finds support just below today's level from accumulated volume at $248.47 and $247.66. There is a natural risk involved when an ETF is testing a support level, since if this level is broken, the ETF may then fall to the next support level. In this case, the Vanguard Total Stock Market Index Fund finds support just below today's level at $248.47. If this level is broken, then the next support from accumulated volume will be at $247.66 and $243.75. This ETF has average movements during the day, and with good trading volume, the risk is considered to be medium. During the last day, the ETF moved $26.86 between its high and low, or 11.12%. For the last week, the ETF has had a daily average volatility of 6.64%. Now let's discuss some potential day trading levels for Vanguard Total Stock Market Index Fund ETF shares. In case of an upward trend, the first resistance level for Vanguard Total Stock Market Index Fund ETF shares is at 275.62. If you do not own any shares, you may want to wait for this level to be breached before entering a position. For those already holding the ETF, this could be a level to consider for swing trading. On the downside, Vanguard Total Stock Market Index Fund ETF shares encounters its first support level at 248.47. If this support level holds, it could be a good entry point, anticipating a rebound. We currently hold a negative evaluation for this exchange-traded fund and have not established a stop loss. Is Vanguard Total Stock Market Index Fund ETF shares a good investment option? Currently, Vanguard Total Stock Market Index Fund shows several negative indicators, suggesting that it may continue to perform poorly in the coming days or weeks. Consequently, our assessment of this ETF remains negative. Upon reviewing the volatility and trading activity from the most recent trading day, our analysis indicates that the current price is overvalued. For trading on Thursday, the 10th of April, we anticipate that Vanguard Total Stock Market Index Fund ETF shares will open lower by $8.95, starting at a price of $259.53. We remind you that trading involves a high risk of losing money, and that you should consult a financial advisor before buying or selling any securities. You should not base your investment decisions on StockInvest.us. By using this information, you agree and accept responsibility for your own investment choices. This is our current view of the exchange-traded fund. Do you agree or disagree? Please share your thoughts in the comments below. What is your target for the exchange-traded fund? Remember to like and subscribe. We wish you successful trading and hope you have a beautiful day from all of us here at Stock Invest.